This is my 1993 Honda Accord.
Honda!
Today, we're improving the horsepower with Dave's rusty old manifold he found.
We're gonna be doing some major exhaust on this thing, but only here. Welcome to Garb Car Garage. All right, so we're back in the shop here. We've got the old manifold that I found in my garage that perfectly fits Nate's car. Now, I originally bought this for an old Honda CRV. The guy said it was off of his Integra, that it would fit a B series engine. Obviously, he lied as I attempted to put this thing on. So I've been holding on to it just because I can't throw anything away, hoping that eventually someone would buy a car that it fit. I was looking at the bolt pattern of the manifold online and thought maybe it would fit Nate's car. Nate picked up a corresponding gasket, we matched it up, and yes, this thing is a bona fide match.
Perfectly fits a D series.
It's not a D series, it's an F series. F series single jingle. So, and we're gonna give her a coat of paint and make her look brand new again. And we'll get it on the car and man, she's gonna look like $1 million. So this is generally where I get down to business. But in this case, Nate,
here we go.
Leave you with a little bit of acetone, a little bit of scouring pad, and he's going to get the elbow grease into it and basically break the loose rust off of it so when we paint it, it's not going to come through quickly. Eventually, any painted manifold, rust will start to come through it, but what we're going for is making this thing look good in the interim. It's not going to be a daily driven car, plus there is some engine swaps ideas floating around. But for now, we're going to free up some of those ponies. We're going to get this thing looking like $1 million. And Nate, scrub-a-dub-dub.
This engine's about to go from 50 horsepower to 50.5 horsepower.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got it all cleaned up now. Most of Dave is here to help me. Oh man. Okay, so we got it all cleaned up now. Most of the rust is off. There's still a bit of rust around the welds, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. This header's not staying on long. We just rubbed it down with some acetone. Just try to get all the oils off. Now we'll give it its first coat. The paint calls for primer, but we do not have that, so.
We're going to do a couple extra coats to make sure it's nicely coated.
Yes.
This thing actually cleaned up pretty well for us.
For sitting in a garage for 2 years.
And us knowing nothing about it. I mean, like Nate's saying, there's a tiny bit of rust still in some of the welds on it. But overall, I mean, you could pretty much put it on like this and it wouldn't look terrible. But we want to go for that wow factor when you open the hood of that single jingle. So, did you tell them what kind of paint we're using?
No, that is a good point, because if you use the wrong paint, your vehicle will catch on fire.
Yes. So we are going to be using VHT very high temperature flame-proof header paint.
Don't use barbecue paint. That still is not fireproof.
Yeah, not fireproof enough. So
for exhaust.
Off to the paint booth, aka whatever we're going to hang this thing off.
Yeah. D series is gonna be looking nice.
Not a D series.
Okay, so we got the manifold painted. This wonderful gray color. Almost looks OEM. Now, we're going to see how well the cameraman can work on a car. Realistically, this should be like a 45-minute job. but with all the rust, you might have to take that time and times it by 2.
Or 3.
Or 3.
My bet's 4.
4. Oh dear. They have no faith in me. None whatsoever. Time to snap some bolts. Take off the old manifold. Behind the heat shield, there's just bolts up top, and then I believe it's 3 or 4 bolts connecting the header to the downpipe. And then we'll throw the new one on. So let's get to it. On. Oh my goodness. One bolt broken.
Just hope that one breaks.
I know, I think it's coming out.
Good. The one we don't want to come out.
Why? Why? The one that's supposed to break, we have to undo. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so now that we got the heat shield off, we can continue to break bolts. Or actually, these are bolts on studs.
Are you sure the bolts?
So they're not bolts on studs. They're nuts on studs.
Dang it! Oh dear, it's gonna be a long night. They're nuts on studs. So we gotta take these off. Yeah, good.
I love how you looked at me for permission.
This is coming from our resident stud, Nasty Nate.
Goodness.
Now I'm filming.
Filming?
Back on today's, yes we are.
Okay.
Back on today's episode, Dave doesn't know how to work a camera.
That's every episode.
What are we doing again?
We're taking off bolts from the bottom.
We're,
Show the people, Nasty Nate.
We're taking off bolts, okay?
How many of them?
3.
You both need to switch roles.
You're way up there. Let the people see the bolts.
Dave, the people don't care,
The
but
people care where the bolts are.
that's the wrong size. Oh. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so with 2 extensions attached to this lovely machinery of equipment, we're going to zap these off. And it's either going to come out or it's just going to snap them loose. So, I'm about to find out.
Sounds like stripping.
No, it came out. There we are. Okay, so as you can see now, it is loose, and all we got to do is take it out. And I'm actually curious. I don't know. Honestly, they're the same. I thought this one was gonna be lighter.
It's about the tubularness.
This one looks bigger. That looks like it has more airflow than the new one. Look at that. You tell me.
Yeah, it's the flange.
Tell me in the comment section. In the flange?
Yeah.
Yeah? This one looks like it almost has more airflow.
Back to the pet store.
I think this one actually is heavier now that I've been holding them.
It's iron.
So there you have it. The Ractive, only the best exhaust. Weight savings and airflow.
You just gotta
Alright, so we're now taking out the studs so we can clean. Let me put that down. Oh, almost lost that wrench. Good. So we can clean the mating surface so we can, for the new gasket. So what we did is, you probably know it at home, the double nut method. Throw 2 nuts on there, tighten them against each other, and then you can just pull out your stud. And it works pretty well. Now that we got some heat on it, a little bit of work with the torch and Comes out no problem. Well, I shouldn't say no problem, but we struggled a bit, but. Okay, so these two studs not coming out. No bueno. Dave, point the camera at me. This guy.
Well, you're pointing away. People want to know what you're talking about.
Two studs right
Show the
there.
studs. Show the studs.
Are these two studs?
Yeah.
No, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys, give the ladies what they want.
Okay.
Oh,
Dave, shut up. Okay, so we got two studs here that are not coming out.
Why?
We're not going to risk breaking them in there. We put a bunch of heat on them. We tried a lot of things, and we're just leaving them in. So
They're now guide dowels.
they're not good. Yeah, we're going to use them as guides. So
Muy bueno.
now we just got to take our air tools and clean off the surface, throw the new gasket on there, and then put the new manifold on and bolt it up.
No, we gotta change the other gaskets too in the bottom pipe. Those ones.
Change these ones too.
Yeah.
See? They come out.
Ooh, look at that. Very good.
There, right there.
So destroyed.
Touch of paint.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I got a whole can at home.
We got help from Nate close-ups.
All right, back up top.
Wait. There you go.
So we got the manifold on. It's looking good.
Yay!
Well, it's actually not looking that good. We scratched it getting it in, and Dave took it upon himself to try to do a little English, good. Try to do some touch-up paint, and yeah, looks good. One thing we do have to mention is if you buy this header paint, it calls for a break-in period of, I forget the sequence, I think it's 20 minutes of running, then 10 minutes rest, 20 minutes of running, and then 10 minutes of rest, I believe.
Not even close.
I think.
No, that's alright.
I don't know. You guys can look it up on Google, that's what Google's for. Should we start it up?
Yeah.
Starting procedure.
Ooh, yep, can't forget.
Sounds like a misfire to me. Careful now, I might blow it up. Garb Car Garage rules. 1 minute of limiter equals 20 minutes of break-in time. So, those little purrs we gave her there, the little room, we'll call that broken in.
Or broken.
Or broken. Yep, one or the other.
In the car.
In the car, yeah. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Up next is an air intake, so stay tuned for that video.
I gotta get the camera right. Make sure I'm not. Nasty Nate! Hit the B-roll!
Hello there. So to rate the difficulty of this exhaust install from elephant to giraffe, we're calling this a kangaroo. You're likely going to need some shop tools and a little bit of know-how to do it. But overall, it's something that you can definitely pull off at home. Thank you very much.